my goodness, guys, what is going on? It is All Things Lego 2. So, in this video, I'm doing another tier list video, and it is the complete Lego themes, or maybe almost all of them, because I don't know how old this list is, but this is just all the themes, or almost all the themes at once. And basically, what I'm just going to do is I'm going to rank these from S, A, B, C, D, and whoever created this template wrote Garbo, which means garbage, I think, in my opinion. And I can't zoom out now, apparently. So, if you want to see another tier list video, you can click to the link in the description where I do the Ninjago seasons as a tier list. But anyways, these are strictly my opinion, so anyways, let's go. This video is going to be pretty long. I also made you a few separate lists where it's like best themes, worst themes, stuff like that. Okay, so starting out with Bionicle. Bionicle is so nostalgic. It isn't really my thing. I love the Technic use, but I didn't get into the show itself. So I'm going to put this in the B tier, mostly because the nostalgia is just so high for me. But, I just don't really know what to think of it. Brickheads. The amount of detail put into Brickheads for such a small build is just so good. So this is an S tier. I feel like when I remember when these first came out, and I thought, wow, this is really cool, because at the time, I didn't know about Bricklink and all this stuff, so I was like, oh, I can get these characters using Brickheads, because, they were cheap, and they still are cheap to this day. So yeah, this is a really good theme. Alpha Team. I was not alive for Alpha Team. However, though, I did look at the sets, and I think Alpha Team's kind of like an older, it's like a really older nostalgic theme. This one's just going in the B tier because I don't really know what it is. Exo Force, one of the weirdest themes ever. This was like a Lego manga, if you can imagine that. So this came out in around 2007, 2006 or something, and it had these really cool hair pieces and whatever, and also the faces were very manga slash anime like. So I think that this is actually going in the A tier, mostly just because I love the sets present. And of course, there was this one that one set that had like 1,000 stickers that Spitbricks mentioned, and that's the reason why I'm not putting it on that. No, just kidding. But I just think it's an A tier in general. So, oh my goodness, we have so many to go through. So the next theme is Lego Castle. Honestly, one of the most nostalgic themes that there ever was. I do remember back in 2011, me and my brother were both bought, duplicates of the small Lego Castle set. I still have them to this day. The faceprints are kind of rubbed off, but I still have them to this day. And I just think that this, what a theme. So that's the A tier. Chima. Uh, I, I'm, I don't know what to think of Chima, let's be honest. Because everybody loved Ninjago, including me, back in the day, and then they had Nexo Knights and Chima, and I just thought, what the heck is this? So I did get my fair share of Chima sets, and the prints were pretty sick, but I'm putting in the C tier. Because Ninjago was such an original theme, and I think just for the prints, I'm putting in the C tier. It would be a Garbo tier, but I'm not putting it quite there. So now Lego City. Lego City has been around for a very long time, and I think somehow it still has its I don't know what you would like call that, but it still has its charm throughout all its years. This is an S tier because it's been around for so long. It's managed to survive everything, so it's such a good theme. Classic. Now I think Lego Classic has so many opportunities per se. So I'm putting Classic in the B tier. Here's why: because over the past like 3 months, I've been on vacation or whatever, and I have only had. I mean, I had Lego Technic and all that stuff for a little bit, but then I took it back, and I took it back to my home, even though I'm not home. So basically, what I did here is I only have Lego Classic now, and it's really hard to make something out of it because there's rarely a few Technic pieces. And as someone who basically lives on Technic, I'm just putting in the B tier. Okay, Creator 3-in-1. Creator 3-in-1 has an opportunity to be one of the best themes of all time because I got some of those sets back in the day, like the Family House, the Tree House, like a few of the Tree House sets. And I remember that I built into something else and the vacation getaways as well. And I built into something else and I was like, wow, they really used all these pieces right. So that is an S tier. That's just amazing. Okay, creator. I don't know if this is regular creator or creator expert, also known as icons now. But if it is, I don't know because it's showing the Ford Mustang. Oh, it says expert. You can see the little expert thing. Creator expert is one of the best themes ever. This is an S tier because it's like Technic, but it's not Technic. It's like the regular pieces, but it's like in the Technic style. Okay, space. That's what the theme is. Space. They released so many different space sets. However, though, I just love all the space. Of course, that's my logo. I just love all the space sets, so that is an S tier for me. I wish I could get my hands on one of the originals. Elves. Listen, I have nothing wrong with Lego Friends, alright? I don't buy the sets, but I have nothing wrong with Lego Friends. But when you make a set that is called Elves, that's just taking, that's just not, I don't even know what to say for this. Because this is the Garbo tier. I feel like when this came out, I was just so horrified based on because as I said, some of the friends said I do find cool. I would not buy them, but I have nothing wrong with them. But elves, I have something seriously wrong with. Friends, it's not my jam. It's a C tier because look, I would put it in the B tier, but I am not a girl, and I'm just gonna put it in the C tier. I just don't. I mean, it's just not my thing at all. Galaxy Squad. I think I do vividly remember when this came out. It's kind of like the space, but not quite, so that's an A tier. I just love the classic spacesuits a lot better. Harry Potter. So I do remember, like in 2011 or whatever, they were releasing the last wave of sets, like the Diagon Alley and all that. And then when they rebooted, I was like, yes, I finally got a reboot where I'm alive for it. So this Harry Potter theme, that will go in the A tier because it's a lot of new pieces and stuff, but it's not quite the nostalgia that I would get from all of these up here. Lego Ideas. I think Lego Ideas is one of the best themes, if not the best theme of all time. Because here's the thing, Lego Ideas gives the opportunity where people can make their own sets and submit them as that's just the entire premise of it. And I think that these sets are so cool. That's an S tier because we're getting themes and well not themes, we're getting sets that we would have never got through just plain old Lego licenses. It's so good. Okay, Jurassic World. I haven't actually seen any of the Jurassic World films. However, though, there are two sets that I want to point out. The T Rex Escape or the whatever it is Escape of 2016. I remember the one that came out. I watched all the reviews for that. That set was sick, and I do remember back in like 2016, I was gonna buy either a Marvel set. I think it was from Age of Ultron, or the Winter Soldier. I was either gonna buy that or one of these Jurassic World sets, the one with the gyrosphere that was like $30 back in the day. However, though, I went with the Hydra set, but I do think that this set and the first wave was great, the second wave was okay, and all the waves after that were okay. I'm putting in the B tier just for that reason. The Lord of the Rings, I rewatched The Lord of the Rings like, I don't know, like a year or two ago, and I'm just gonna say that this in Lego form is so great. They literally could not have got this any better. The Lord of the Rings theme is in the S tier. Of course, it's just overflowing with S tier. Mars Mission, I don't actually know if I know what that theme is, but I'm guessing it's another space kind of equivalent, so that's an A or a B. I'm gonna put it in the B because I don't know. Minecraft. I play Minecraft quite a lot, but what I'm gonna say about these is that I just have no interest in buying a Lego Minecraft sets, so this is a C tier for me. Because even though I love Minecraft a lot, I'm just not into the Lego Minecraft side of things. I do have a few minifigures that I got from a friend, and those are pretty cool, but I'm just not really into that. Okay, Lego minifigures. So Lego minifigures, I do remember back in the day, I bought a Series 13 pack, and that was when it was like $3. However, though, Lego minifigures, I mean, it gets unique prints like the Snowman minifigure. They get unique prints of them, and I think it's such a good theme because of that. They introduce new prints or new molds for almost every series. However, though, there is one big problem with this: the price. They keep increasing the price. But yeah, I just think the Lego minifigures though is part of my childhood. I can't just ridicule it. That is an A tier. Lego Mixels. I actually do. Once again, backstory. I remember going to Five Below. I mean, I remember going to Five Below and buying Mixels and Dimensions sets. Now, Mixels was a great thing for me back in the day because these were cheap, affordable ways to get new prints like those googly eyes that I never gotten before, and that's the reason why I usually bought those. And because yeah, you could get and as I said, you just get those pieces for cheap that you've always wanted, like the teeth pieces, the joint pieces, whatever. This is an S tier because of how nostalgic it is. I want them to bring this theme back. Monster Fighters. Honestly, one of the most batty themes I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Because I also remember when these sets came out, and as I've mentioned, I don't know if I've mentioned this in a previous video, but I always wanted this. I've always wanted the castle set, like the giant 2,000 piece castle set of the Monster Fighters theme. And I also remember that castle where they had the good old days of castles, like the Batcave, that castle, and then they also had what was it? They also had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles lab, so that those are both very nostalgic for me, and therefore that is going in the A tier. It's not quite an S because I never bought any of the sets, so I can't tell you if it's an S or not. Nexo Knights. Honestly, okay. If you're wondering if your YouTube sound busted at the moment, no, it didn't. I would just pause because Nexo Knights is kind of like Shima, or very similar to Shima. I do remember though, I did buy a few sets from this, and I also got a few promotions from Nexo Knights. I think the Knights theme is good, but the same group such as Chima and Nexo Knights, they're kind of alike in that way. And of course, the next one's Ninjago, so you know what I'm going to say for this. Ninjago is S tier, it's S tier all the way. It was legitimately the first one of this theme, and I feel like these ones were just kind of piggybacking on those and on Ninjago, although that's just my opinion, so yeah. Overwatch. I've never played Overwatch before. However, though, I do remember when the sets originally came out, I thought, oh my goodness, these are sick, and they are sick. Lego Overwatch, the minifigures are so cool, the sets are so cool. I just can't pass that by. That is an S tier. I can't even fit the S. Okay, Pharaoh's Quest. I'm not going to do that one because I don't even know what it is. Alien Conquest. Okay, Alien Conquest. Let me say something real quick. They introduced, well, they didn't really introduce it, but they introduced the light brick to me, and because I used to watch Jangbricks like every day, um, but yeah, Alien Conquest is just it's just nostalgia. It's just nostalgia with Alien Conquest written all over it. That was probably the stupidest analogy I've ever said. Atlantis. Wait, that's another Bionicle. I don't even know what to say. I'm just not gonna do that one. Okay, Atlantis. Atlantis was kind of a weird theme. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. It was kind of a weird theme because it was based on the underwater side of things, and I feel like it was kind of like an underwater space. I think the nostalgia level of this that was so cool. So I'm gonna put that up in the A tier. Space Police. This was the first ever Lego pimp that they put in a Lego set. Excuse pardon my language, but they actually put that minifigure in here. That is just so glorious. I'm putting it up in the A tier. I was almost gonna put it up in the S, but I decided not to. Indiana Jones. I think they're rebooting this, but I feel like these sets took Lego to a new level on which I had never seen before. These are the A tier because I do remember once again watching reviews for that, and of course, there's that funky dance music that they play at the end of Indiana Jones 2, the game. So yeah, that's just a really cool thing. Power miners. I actually was gonna get a power miners set off eBay for like $10, but I got outbid. But that's just a random story. But power miners, I don't really know, so I'm not gonna be doing that. Hero Factory is just a worse Bionicle. That's a D tier. Sorry, I'm just harsh on that. Toy Story. Toy Story brought so many things to the table that I can't even mention. The molds on this are perfect. The faces are perfect. The extra long legs for Woody and Jesse are perfect. Same with the arms. I'm going to put this in the S tier, hands down. There's nothing else I can say about that. Pirates. Honestly, I feel like Pirates is one of the best themes, and I'm guessing hundreds of LEGO fans will also, or maybe even thousands, tens of thousands, will agree with me. Because nowadays, some of these sets, even a $10 set would go off for like $80 nowadays. But Pirates is so iconic. This is the S tier with all these with all of them. Man, this video is long. Okay, Speed Champions. I would have put Speed Champions in the B tier or C tier if they didn't release the 2021-2022 sets. The 2021 and 2022 sets just brought Speed Champions to the top of the list. So that is an S tier just because of those sets. That saved my opinion on all those. And anyways, next we have Star Wars. Well, I'm kind of scared to put this because, this is live. Oh my goodness. But this is kind of I'm saying this live. I don't want to be part of YouTube controversy, as I've said many times before. So I don't know where to put this. I'm going to put it in the A tier. Here's why. Because I have nothing wrong with Star Wars, and I feel like the nostalgia level is so high. No, you know what? Screw it. I'm putting in the A and the S tier because Star Wars brought the nostalgia that this gave me. I wanted literally every UCS Star Wars set, and I have got so many new face prints from Star Wars itself. I just love these. Okay, so next is DC Comics Superheroes, also known as just DC, I guess you could just say. So there's Marvel and DC superheroes. A lot of people will agree with me on this. This is a B tier because while it introduced many new molds and some of the sets are really good, I just love Marvel way better. So, anyways, we are on to superheroes now. So I'm going to put Marvel all the way up in the A tier because here's the reason why. Some of the superhero sets they did lack some things, and they're not as nostalgic as some of the other sets, but I do feel like they had so many good sets, and I feel like the theme is still going strong today. Lego Technic. You don't even have to ask me. That's an S. Because Lego Technic is probably the number one theme of all time because it brought to the table some more functions, rubber bands, all that stuff, gearboxes that no other theme even dared doing. Maybe Creator Expert, but no other theme dared to make such precise functions. That is an S. It would be all the way just up here if that's even possible, which it isn't. So the Lego Movie, sets. I do remember when the Lego Movie came out. I bought it on Blu-ray. I think I bought it on Blu-ray. It was either Blu-ray DVD digital. Yeah, it was Blu-ray DVD digital, and it had that ultraviolet commercial. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Probably not. But the Lego Movie is a solid. Where's the S? Where's the S tier? I can't even reach it now. That is an S tier because the nostalgia level on this is just so, oh my goodness, so high, so high. Okay, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, lots of new molds. The cave sets were sick. The minifigures were sick, but I would not buy one myself. I would only buy the minifigures or just that one cave set. This is an A tier. Ultra Agents. I remember when Ultra Agents came out, my uncle gifted me a Lego catalog back in 2014, 2015 with the Ultra Agents in it. Now, the Ultra Agents is just something that I can't let go because it's such a good theme. And I do remember I also got that toxic, whatever it is, toxic, I don't know what you would call it, but it's kind of like Yeah, it's kind of like the Toxic Man, whatever. I just don't know. The the $10 set. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just really tired, so I'm just kind of rambling at the moment. But this is an A tier. It's not quite an S tier because it's not up there with everything that I put in this tier right here. Galador. This this theme sucks. It just sucked. Let's be honest. It just absolutely sucked because here was the thing. I would not say that it sucked, but it just did. This was, I think, Galador was just the worst theme that they ever did because they tried to make it look like action figures or whatever, and it just didn't work because they had already had the theme going on for quite a while, and this was like 2001 or whatever. This just sucks. This is garbo or garbage, whatever. So that is the tier list. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me, and please do not involve me in any trouble regarding this tier list. But that's what I think the LEGO themes rank, and I thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see more videos, click the link in the description because that is going to be the next tier list video if you want to see more tier list videos. But anyways, if you want to see more, please like and subscribe. And